Hi, my name's James Poon. I was on the BA acting course at GSA and I graduated in 2015. I took part in the Bulgarian exchange in 2013 and I cannot recommend this project enough. It was so valuable to live and work with people from an entirely different culture. On a personal level, we're very British, whereas the Bulgarians aren't afraid to be upfront. And I think this feeds into their acting approach. Ours is often very text-based, whereas theirs is very much reacting to gut instinct. And by seeing people who live and work in such a different way, you not only learn from them, but it also helps you to see your own traits in a new light. If you're thinking of applying, definitely do it.
My name is Grace Bonner. I was on the acting course and I was lucky enough to go to Bulgaria in 2014. I have so many wonderful memories from going to Bulgaria, but one of the most valuable things I learned was how to tell a story physically. Our production of The Tempest was largely performed in Bulgarian, a language unfamiliar to me, but what I found astonishing was that the language barrier didn't matter. I watched a scene performed by two wonderful Bulgarian actors and I felt I understood every word. They expressed their story through their bodies as well as their voices. It was from working in Bulgaria that I then went on to write my dissertation about storytelling through the body and bilingual productions. I would go back to Bulgaria in a heartbeat. The trip was so special and something that I treasure even now, and that I use those experiences and things I learned now in my professional work, and I'm very, very grateful that I had that opportunity.
My name's Joe Parker. I was on the BA acting course and graduated in 2015. I took part in the Bulgarian exchange in 2014, and for me it was an unforgettable and refreshing experience. It completely changed my outlook on my training at GSA and gave me a newfound sense of freedom and confidence. Working with actors from completely different cultural and geographical backgrounds I feel is really important, and a year on from graduating I'm currently working over in a foreign country performing Shakespeare for the second time. What I experienced over in Bulgaria and the skills I learned have transferred seamlessly into my professional work, and for that opportunity I'll be forever grateful. I'd also like to say what an honour it was to work with Rex Doyle, to whom this project meant so much.
My name is Bradley Foster and I graduated from the GSA acting course in 2016 and I went on the Bulgarian Jacobean exchange in Easter 2015. One of the best experiences for me as an actor going to Bulgaria was the opportunity to collaborate and meet and explore the Bulgarian style of acting and the experiences they had in their drama training. Us guys bringing over the English style of drama school training and kind of what we'd learned, our techniques, our methods, our go-tos, and sharing them with the Bulgarian actors, and likewise hearing their more traditional and their more rigorous kind of exposure to theatre and training and what it was like to train at a Bulgarian drama school and the work they did and the things that interest them. So it was incredible to kind of collaborate and meet halfway in the work we'd done, especially with Laura and Stera, who were the directors for the Easter course, really sharing what GSA had to offer and giving that to the Bulgarians and likewise learning so much from them in the kind of raw passion and physical strength they brought to their acting of working on the Duchess of Malfi, which is such a strong and physical and guttural piece that it really brought home and really strengthened the text and what we were trying to create, as well as, you know, the bilingual aspect of it. It was absolutely incredible because being in a scene with someone who's not speaking your language, immediately you would think of the difficulties, but with the Bulgarian actors we worked with, they believed so wholeheartedly in what we were doing, and we trusted them with what they were doing, that the results were explosive. And I had a particular memory with a lovely actress called Mahalia, in which we were really physically locked in this scene, and she was giving so much kind of spit and spitting out her words in my face in Bulgarian, and I knew exactly what she was saying, and I was giving her my English lines with such physicality and connection, and the scene was so alive and electric, yet not understanding each other on a linguistical level, instead it being something deeper than that, and that was something quite special. As a person, it was just amazing to indulge in the Bulgarian lifestyle, living in a house with a traditional Bulgarian house, going up some rickety stairs and, you know, eating the traditional food made by the local people, going down the road to the different parts of the community that had made meals for us on different nights, and all sitting together and really experiencing in the lifestyle in this kind of beautiful, picturesque village in the middle of nowhere. It was quite a special atmosphere and made for a special working environment, and something that you just cannot experience anywhere else. And it's such a wonderful, magical, unique experience to what Guildford School of Acting has to offer to its students, and for me, long may it continue.
Hiya, I'm Eleanor Toms. I'm a 2016 graduate from the acting course, and I went to Bulgaria in Easter 2015. I really don't have the words to describe what I got from Bulgaria. It is magical. It's such a beautiful country and culture, and I've never experienced a group of people that welcome with such openness and warmth and love and excitement for what we share. And I think it's a rare experience that everyone needs. They do, as an actor and a human, to not necessarily be able to speak the same language and to have that communication barrier, but to be able to look into another person's eyes and to have this shared physical language through laben and voice, and to just completely get what they're saying. For this communication to just transcend beyond words, and I think that is something that you miss in training. Like, it's something that's vital. You need to go out there and experience it. And watching the Bulgarians work, watching their boldness and their creative play, it's inspirational. It really is, and it's something that has inspired me since to just go for it and to not have any fear or anything like that. And the whole experience just gave me this real peace for this passion for what I do, but to be at peace with myself and to be able to know in my core that I can communicate with anyone, because I've done that when we couldn't even speak the same language. So that is inspirational, and I think everyone needs to experience that. So please go to Bulgaria, whether it's Easter or summer.
Hi, my name is Lizzie Heath and I'm on the 3-year BA acting course. My favourite memory from when we went to Bulgaria was when we were in these empty baths in a museum where a dance troupe that Stera had connections with were choreographing something in the baths, and they didn't have any set music, they just kept playing different music, and they were just being completely free with their bodies and just exploring the empty pool. And then they asked us to sing something and they turned the music off, and we just sort of spontaneously made a song with people making different sounds using their bodies and just singing. And as we were doing this, they created a whole routine to it just out of nothing, and Laura joined in, and it was so beautiful to watch, and they were so in sync with each other, but nothing was planned, and it worked so well with the song just because it was so spontaneous. And it was just so lovely to watch people so passionate and free with their bodies. They didn't feel self-conscious, they weren't judging themselves or each other or anything like that. They were just moving freely, and yeah, it was really beautiful, and I'll never forget it.
I'm Brooke Parrot. I did the acting course and I graduated this year in 2016. So yeah, I didn't really know what to expect going out there, but I really enjoyed telling people that I was going out to Bulgaria for 3 weeks to work on a Shakespeare performance, because it sounded cool without me even really understanding the full meaning of the trip. and I just can't begin to explain how much the time we spent there meant to me as an actor and a person. I felt so lucky to be able to wake up and look at the amazing scenery around us and feel so comfortable where I was because of how friendly the people were. It was the first time we'd spent performing and working on a show with people other than our peers at GSA, and let alone people that couldn't speak English. So for me, exploring that language barrier through our Laban improvisations and other exercises, and hearing and seeing what these people thought of their characters and the story through something other than spoken English word was really special, and it definitely developed friendships that I know will remain strong for a long time. And I think a project like this is vital, especially in such times like these where divides are being forced upon people. And so, yeah, to say I recommend going to Bulgaria and working with these amazing people in an amazing place is an understatement.
Hi, I'm Hazel Caulfield.
And I'm Luke Rees-Olivier.
We were on the BA acting course at GSA.
And we did Romeo and Juliet in Patalanitsa on 2015 in the summer.
Yeah, when you get to do when it comes to doing the shows with them, I think every actor should experience what we got to experience doing the shows in an open air theatre in this really fantastic location with people in the audience. It's like how Shakespeare was meant to be. It was like doing a gig. People reacted truthfully and honestly. If they were bored, they would talk, and if they were engaged, they would listen really intently.
A specific memory I have of my Bulgarian experience was when we went to this amazing city called Plovdiv, which is close to Patalanitsa, and drinking their espresso they had over there. It's probably the best espresso I've ever had, and I've had lots.
For me, really special experience was going up to the fire pit in the mountains with Tolly and Sammy, the Bulgarian Romeo and Juliet, and just sharing stories, even though they didn't speak the best English, we didn't speak any Bulgarian, but still being able to communicate because we shared this love for acting, and it's where
we got together. And now we're living in London together.
We're in love.
Thank you.
I'm Ryan Woodcock, and I was on the acting course at the Guildford School of Acting, and in 2015 I was lucky enough to get picked to go on the Bulgarian exchange project, taking part in the performance of Romeo and Juliet. And for me, one of the best things I think I took away from the project was the chance to go outside of my comfort zone. And this in particular came at a point in the project where I was lucky enough to get to rehearse one of the scenes from the play with one of the Bulgarian actors. And it was this kind of really difficult scenario where she didn't speak a single word of English and I didn't speak really a single word of Bulgarian, and yet we were still speaking the words and lines of our text in our own language, and therefore we literally couldn't understand the word that the other one was saying. And yet somehow it didn't really matter, because we were both trying to affect each other, and because we both knew what the scene was about and what was happening in the scene, and we were able to not preempt what the other person was going to say. We were just sort of there responding to their body and their physicality and their playing of their objective. It meant that the scene just became alive and electric, and I've never experienced anything so exciting in terms of being an actor. And it improved me, it pushed me, it challenged me. And if you're thinking about doing a cultural exchange like this, my advice is don't think about it, do it.
My name's Angus Barrowman. I'm on the acting course, and I went to Bulgaria in the Easter of my second year. It's such an incredible experience, and something that I will hold on to for a very, very long time. Not only as an actor, but also as a person. It's such an incredible experience to meet new people, travel the world, but then also so rewarding within my training. Going at a time in my training where I had learnt so much already, but hadn't been able to pair it all together and make the links between both voice and movement. But this allowed me to do so and discover how beautifully the two link together and work hand in hand with one another. And I'm discovering it in a beautiful country with beautiful people, in a room where no one speaks the same language, but that you all understand each other because of this incredible technique of Laban, and it's just incredible. I would urge everyone to take part and go into it with open arms and embrace it and draw from it as much as you can. I only wish that I could go back. It's really, really incredible.
My name is Marina Papadopoulos and I'm on the actor-musician course at GSA, and I was lucky enough to be chosen to be part of the Easter 2016 Bulgaria trip. It was such an honour for me to be able to work on Laban and voice with the drama students at the festival in Bulgaria. And not only is Bulgaria a beautiful and stunning country, it was also so incredible for me to hear Shakespeare's sonnets in different languages like Turkish and Bulgarian. And it was so interesting, and I felt like we could all connect as students through the work and the sonnets despite all the language barriers we had, which was really, really special. I also feel like it really did improve my skills as an actor, and it helped me solidify what I'd learned in the first year. I found it really beneficial watching these students going through it for the first time and helping them explore the things that we'd been exploring, and therefore I'd really recommend it to anyone.
Hello, my name is Persia and I'm an actor-musician going into my second year. I was a member of the 2016 trip to Bulgaria, performing in 12th Night. I could say so much about the trip. It was honestly one of the most special experiences I think I will ever have as a performer, and I can't even begin to describe how much it helped me develop in such a short space of time. We spent nearly a month working with a group of Bulgarian actors, and by the time we left, those people were like family. They were so generous and infuriatingly talented, but they were also some of the most modest and down-to-earth people I've ever met. One morning, myself, Harry and Maddie woke up at 5 a.m. and we climbed a track which ran behind the hotel in Patlanica. We found some hay bales on the way and we sat there for nearly an hour, in our pyjamas, watching the sunrise over the Balkan mountains. The sunrises and the sunsets I saw while on the project are something I will never forget. On this trip, I fell in love with Bulgaria, I fell in love with its people, and I just can't wait to go back.
Working with a culture that doesn't take theatre and art for granted really reignited a flame for me. Their complete dedication, love, and excitement for theatre and Shakespeare is something that we should never forget, especially because Shakespeare's right on our doorstep.
My name's Madeline Wilshire, I'm on the actor-musician course, and I visited Bulgaria in the summer of 2016 to do 12th Night. I think the biggest thing I learned was how to work with a group of people to compose music in a very short space of time. And I learned so much about how I go about composing and how I do it best, and how to do it in a very short time frame, because we had a month to do the project and we had to get the music written as quickly as possible. And it was such a challenge, but it was really incredible to do, and to work with people speaking a different language and to have to pick up musical cues from a different language. We learned a lot about having to understand what they were saying, not just through the words, but through their body and through the way they were saying it, which was invaluable as a musician and as an actor, and was such an important thing to learn.
My name is Joe and I graduated from the musical theatre course at GSA, and I played Antonio in the 2016 summer project of 12th Night. and it was one of the most special experiences that I've ever had in a completely profound, maybe pretentious way, but it's difficult to explain, but it was special. From like the people, the culture, the play, the landscape, these beautiful cities, and just everything about the time I was there was very special and very humbling and grounding. But yeah, getting to work with Laura and Stara again after the 3 years training, getting to do all of their practice, and it was great for me as I got a bit lazy in the time before we went, so it was like a get back in gear with this like intensive month of all what we've done during training, and getting to see the Bulgarians do some of the things that you've already done, and you get to see like a new take and a new look on it, because they've never heard of what Laban before, and especially the Laban exercises. Actually, they've never done these before, and there is a bit of a language barrier technically with you not being able to speak as easily as maybe we do back here, but the communication that you got to after a few exercises was just all through the body language, as it is Laban. But that passed on into the play that we're doing, especially in the scenes where because me and Jack had speaking parts, but we were speaking in English, and then the Bulgarian actors were speaking in Bulgarian. So we were going off, because I don't know any Bulgarian really, apart from some like thank you and that, but you were just going off body language. And one of the things that the director Terry told me near the beginning of the project, just like when we were having tea or something, she told me that like 90% of communication was through body language. So I was like, alright, and that like stuck with me for the rest of the project, and even to this day, because like we're told, when acting is just acting and reacting, and you've just got to listen to your scene partners and fellow actors. But I didn't realise that listening also meant like listening to body language. When you can't understand the words that the other actors are saying, you've got nothing else to go off apart from this body language. And that's something one of the big things that I learned from that project, and that I'll still take to this day going into the rest of my career. And the beers are cheap, so it's a win-win.
Hello, I'm Sevar Ivanov. I played the role of Fabian in Shakespeare's Twelfth Night in Patalenca this summer. For me that was the first exchange project, and I got some really helpful experience with the different methods of work, skills and even languages we used. I came to understand that actors have unlimited ways to create their characters, and I found a new way every day. I'll definitely continue to use the new practices that I learned during the project. The director, Terry Fender, and the other teachers, Stary Meyer and Laura Weston, were a great team, and we all worked as one. I hope that I'll have a chance to work with these people again, but for now, I know that I'm one step closer to the impossible perfection that every artist wants to achieve.
My name is Stanimir Stulov, and I'm one of the younger participants in the Patalenca Shakespeare project. I've been taking part for about 10 years now and played in all of Rexdo's productions, plus this year's 12th Night directed by Terry Fender. My involvement with the projects has enabled me to develop my creativity and team-working skills, and has helped me to better understand myself and those around me. Working with both British and Bulgarian actors, as well as Tara and Laura, has taught me to be more tolerant tolerant and understanding, but above all, it has expanded my horizons and shown me that artists in every corner of the world share the same values, principles, and beliefs. Although I will not continue my training in the field of drama, I will be forever grateful for the experience I've gained throughout the projects, as it has played a key role in shaping the person I am today.
My name is Harry Cooper, and I'm on GSA's BA Actor-Musician programme. I was lucky enough to be invited to Bulgaria in 2016 for 12th Night. Myself and two of my course mates, Maddie and Persia, we composed and performed the music for the project. And it was just so inspiring to spend a month working on Shakespeare in another country, in another language. The language barrier we had within the company definitely heightened everyone's sense of physical listening, which felt very enriching for me as a performer. A brilliant memory for me was the first time in our rehearsals that we heard one of the songs we'd composed for the play being sung by the Bulgarians in their own language. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Hi, my name is Blagoy Boychev. I've done the project 6 years. This year was my sixth performance in Patalenica, and I'm grateful that I met the people like Stere and Laura. I receive really great skills about movement and about speech during this project, and this project for me is it's fairy tale by one side, and it's hard professional work.
Казвам се Ина Церовска и от 17 години работя в Паталеница, в Шекспирова театрална школа, където вече 17 години поставяме единствено и само Шекспир в една по-нестандартна и по-интересна за българският зрител среда. Надявам се, че като създател на това изобретение школа Петровден и нестандартното Шекспир на село тук в България с деца, студенти и професионални актьори съм успяла заедно с моя съпруг режисьора Христо Церовски да направим през всичките години това от нас театрално изобретение, интересно не само за зрителите, но за актьорите, които идват всяка година. Личният ми подбор през годините е бил много прецизен. Надявам се, че всички актьори, които са минали през този Шекспиров 17 годишен период, знаят, че те могат да получат не само добър крайен резултат, но и добро обучение през периода на всяка година на създаване на нов спектакъл. През всичките тези години успях да работя и с Театралната академия в България, както и срещата ми с Рекс Дъл, който направи тази наистина много ползотворна връзка, която ние имаме през годините с преподаватели и режисьори и актьори от Guildford School. Така че двете театрални академии в България и в Англия, с които си сътруднича, ми помогнаха страшно много, за да мога да продължавам и да продължавам напред. Надявам се, че следващите проекти ще бъдат подкрепени отново от Guildford School и от Националната театрална академия в България, така че младите актьори да получат добри уроци на базата на Шекспировите текстове, както и онова, което те ще направят като крайен резултат в следващата и в последващите години на нашия проект.